Before we get into the podcast, be sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram at This Strange World Podcast and on Twitter at This Strange Pod.
Welcome back to This Strange World. I'm Leah.
I'm Chris.
I'm Gavin.
And that was such a delay.
I didn't know you
because you're not
do it.
used. Chris is always last.
That's true.
You should just
I
use
didn't
that.
know.
That was
I
it.
didn't know it was
Why did
gonna
you use
happen
that?
And
today.
I'm Chris. It's because you're
And
used to
I'm-
saying, and I'm Chris, not just I'm Chris.
Yeah.
Were you so
Yeah.
thrown off by being put in the middle?
Well, no,
switched
I
things
wanted
up.
to wait to see like what the real thing was because I didn't know if we were actually doing me in the middle or what.
We discussed. Oh, sorry.
I was
I'm gonna
plugging
peek.
my laptop into the wall. I was at
I'm-
13.
No, you were there. Maybe you weren't there. Who
No,
knows?
I was
Well,
plugging.
we're
in.
here.
Well, we're here, and it's a Friday. Happy weekend. Finally, this week went by very slow, it felt. But
It was very nice weather though outside. It was
it
very nice.
was. Oh, gorgeous. It was.
We can actually talk about it like it's close to when the episode's coming out because this episode is coming out in a few days.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
It's not like we're recording it like 3 days prior to release or something
No,
like
usually
that.
we record it like weeks ahead, and we're like, "Oh my god, it's March! That's crazy!" Like I think 2 episodes ago, or maybe last episode, we were like, "Oh my god, it's already March! That's crazy!"
That was the archaeology one.
that was the zoo
Yeah.
archaeology.
Yeah.
I felt like
We
a
recorded-
while ago. Oh my
We
god.
recorded that in January.
We recorded
Which-
that in January.
If you haven't checked out the pseudo archaeology episode, make sure to check it out. It's very interesting.
Aliens, Atlantis, and pseudo archaeology available wherever you get your podcasts.
But today's topic is called Bizarre Sports You Probably haven't heard of.
Never heard of.
Never
Yeah.
heard of. I can't even read my own handwriting. I'm so sorry. And Gavin, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you do sports? Do you play sports?
I am the most athletic person that I know.
Really?
Gavin.
100%.
Okay.
I think doesn't it go like Usain Bolt, Michael Phelps, Gavin Berger?
Yes, me and Michael Phelps we've been back and forth for our second place for quite a while. He's pulled ahead just a little bit, but I'm coming from him.
With a couple more gold medals, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
he's got
Yeah.
a few more gold medals on me. If it wasn't apparent enough by just basically just the way that I sound, I'm not an athlete, athletic person. I also don't watch sports or do anything of that sort.
You don't watch
So I thought
sports?
No, I don't watch sports. Do you guys watch sports?
Yes.
Yeah, I watch sports.
Of course.
What do you watch? What do you watch, Leah?
I watch hockey with my dad, and I'll watch the French Open, U.S. Open, Wimbledon. I'll watch that with my family.
True. Those are cool. Those are bougie.
You'll watch the Super Bowl too sometimes, right?
I'll watch the Super Bowl for the commercials, but if not, I'll watch the Puppy Bowl.
I watch
Oh,
the Super
okay.
Bowl
Mhm.
because whatever. What do you watch, Chris?
I'm a huge football fan, so go Pats and stuff
That's fair because you're from
Mm.
Boston.
because of a Boston.
Go Steelers.
Boston.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, I don't watch sports. I watched The Bachelor halfway through.
You binge watch.
basically a sport. It's a lot. It's just a lot of women fighting over a guy.
Well, Gavin, if you don't do sports, Chris, did you do sports growing up? Or
I did all the sports growing up.
you
you
did
did.
all the sports. You did
All-
ballet and tap and gymnastics.
You joke, but I tap danced. So that's don't.
Did you
don't
tap
even
dance,
joke
Gavin?
about that. I did tap dance for.
I can see Gavin doing that. Nice.
I did take a
Gavin,
little bit of tap dance.
Did you stop last week?
Oh yeah, my schedule has started to really ramp up and get busy, so I decided that I need to put my tap dance career on pause. What sports did you do when you were young, Chris?
I did a lot of running. I did soccer. I did cross country, track. I played baseball for a couple of years.
Mm,
That's
Yeah,
that's
interesting.
I've just been all over the place.
sporty. He's a real sporty boy.
I've
What have
been
you?
more all over the place.
What have you? Did you do sports when you were younger?
Of course. My parents signed me up for sports all the time, and I was really annoyed with it. But I did soccer up until sophomore year of high school. I did track. I was a captain for the track team. I did ballet, tap, jazz. I did softball, but that did not go over well. I did horseback riding, tennis, gymnastics.
Oh yeah, you're big into horseback riding even still, right?
Yeah.
Play softball. I don't know this.
I know. I never told you about that. Yeah, it was like the first softball practice, and I really don't like softball and baseball because I'm not good at it. And my partner threw the softball right at my chin. Like literally, like the first throw was like right at my chin, and I was just like, "This is not it."
So you only went to one softball practice?
No, I finished out the season because my parents like forced me to. But I was
gonna say you played softball for one throw, and you're like, "Nope, I'm done."
I actually tried to get out of it. I think. I think I tried.
Oh, and I ski. I forgot to say I ski.
Oh, ski and snowboard. Yes.
Yeah.
When I was really young, when I was a wee little lad, probably like elementary school, I did like soccer and basketball and lacrosse. Lacrosse was the last sport I did.
I never did lacrosse.
You play lax, bro?
Imagine me as like a 5th grade lax, bro. Then my mom signed me up for High School Musical, and when I hit the spotlight, I was like, "This is my calling. This is my passion."
I'm soaring.
Theater. Well, no, I did theater from like 6th grade to like right after graduating high school, and now we're all
wow.
So I did arguably too much theater, but I did jazz for a hot sec. I did some hip hop. I did some tap. All just fun stuff.
You gotta show me the moves, Gavin.
I'll show you. I'll show you after. I'll show you after we take a step back. I'll re-angle the camera. We'll have to do a video segment just so that I can tap dance. Maybe we'll see if I can still tap dance.
Am I the only person that when they were younger they used to put thumbtacks in their shoe so that it would sound like a tap dancing shoe?
What?
Yes, but I can understand why you did it.
When we were younger in elementary school, we used to find like those metal thumbtacks.
Flat ones.
Yeah, the flat ones on the bottom.
Jeez,
and we used to stick them into our shoe, and we would like.
I think you were really destined to be a tap dancer. I think that was your calling, and you ignored your calling.
And I
in the world? That's not a smart thing to do. Don't do that.
We're also like 10 years old.
That's yeah.
Anyway. So these are all sports that we know about. We talked about soccer and track and football and skiing and cross country and lacrosse and all these different things. We've heard of all these sports. And softball and baseball and whatever. All these different sports. We've heard of all these sports. But there's a lot of sports that happen around the world that aren't as common and that we haven't heard of. Did you guys like that transition? Wasn't that a pretty good transition?
I really like that.
It was it was easy. It was an easy transition.
I also liked how you pointed out the fact that it was a good transition.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best way to transition is by acknowledging the transition. So what I wanted to do today, as arguably the least athletic person of the group, I wanted to talk about sports, guys.
Yeah, sports.
Ooh, yeah. We're going to talk about sports, but not your normal sports. We're going to talk about the most bizarre sports you've probably never heard of. So this is a list from businessinsider.com, because you know what sites have the best list of sports? Business Insider.
Business.
And it's called 18 strangest sports in quotation marks in the world. And I have only briefly glanced over this list. I haven't really read it too much. So these are all going to be genuine reactions from all of us. But I'm going to tell you what it is. And should we make a little game out of it? Should I tell you what it is and you have to tell me what you think you do?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds fun.
We'll do that.
Do you have a piece of paper to keep score? Or should I?
I keep score. Let me.
You want to keep score? Cool. Because I probably would have given myself like an extra point at the end. So.
Yeah, that's why you're not counting this point. Right. That's why you're not getting the points, Leah.
Classic This Strange Rule scoring system. If you get it close, you get 1. If you get it correct, you get 2 points. If you get it close, you get 1 point. Or if I don't know. The points is really worthless.
But like, what does the winner get? Because it's like me versus Chris, so you got to make it like, what's the prize?
The winner will get a Snapchat video of me tap dancing that they cannot show the other person.
Oh my god!
you know, like we're gonna show you.
You are going down, Leah.
Okay,
that
Chris.
just brought the stake.
You're going down.
I'm sorry, Chris. Who was track captain? Like who? In her junior year of high school? Yeah.
We don't have to go hitting personal. We don't have to.
All right, let's go, Gavin. What you got?
Right, here we go. The first sport is extreme ironing.
Got it.
Chris, buzzed in
got it.
first. Chris, what do you think extreme iron
Wait,
is?
we're buzzing
I'm
in
just
first.
gonna. I'll just.
Okay.
I think Leah should go first next round. Okay.
No.
Okay. I think that in extreme ironing is a speed test to see who can iron out a shirt the fastest.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same.
I think you're both pretty much correct. That's pretty much what it is.
Hey, there we
People
go.
just try and iron the fastest. But so the official explanation of extreme ironing via the Extreme Ironing Bureau is that,
Ooh.
quote, it's the latest danger sport that combines the thrills of an extreme outdoor activity with the satisfaction of a well-pressed shirt. And so these ironing boards are pretty much taken anywhere that you can think of: caves, forests, waterfalls, out on kayaks, into the city. And competitors, they just iron. And apparently the sport originated in Britain and has actually gotten a surprising amount of media coverage. So
Wow.
you both get 2 points. I'll give you
I
both 2 points.
actually like ironing. I really do.
Then you'd love this sport.
The next sport is wife carrying.
It's like a. Can I buzz in? I'm gonna buzz in.
Yeah, Leah, buzz it.
It's when it's like this thing. I think it's in Germany or wherever, where like you run like on a track or whatever, on like fields with your wife literally around your neck, like a fireman hold or whatever firefighter hold.
Good
Yeah.
answer, good.
It's almost like a relay race where they're carrying their wives and they're running through like a field somewhere, and a lot of people fall.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I am going to give you both. That is almost correct. Yeah. But so wife carry, I'm going to give you both 1.5 points because it's actually an obstacle course where you have to carry your wife carrying, born in Finland. So closely, you know that it was in like that area of.
Yeah. So can I get 2 points for that?
Leah just wants to see you tap dancing.
I'm going to say you both get 2 points. I'm just going to give you both 2 points. It's pretty self-explanatory. A man must carry his wife through an obstacle course as fast as he can. There are some restrictions. The course must be 253.5 meters long with 1 dry and 2 water activities. The wife must weigh at least 49 kilograms, and if dropped, the man faces a 15-second penalty. The World Championships are held in July, and the winner gets his wife's weight in beer.
I think.
Oh, wow.
I think the guy actually gets a little bit more of a penalty when he drops the wife. More than the 15 seconds. Like sleeping in
penalty after the fact.
Like sleeping on the couch. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The next sport is underwater hockey.
That is so sick. That's really cool.
I think it's exactly what it is.
Exactly.
Underwater hockey.
Do you want to give any? I mean, obviously these all sound like exactly. Okay, well, actually, those 3, it gets to be more random names where you are going to have to guess.
Okay.
But would you like to say any specifics that could potentially give you the points over each other?
Probably has to do with a weight, obviously, or like a weighted down. Well, maybe like a regular hockey puck and stuff. And it's probably with snorkel gear, I'd imagine. And,
like scuba gear, yeah.
Well, no, scuba is like, you have the air tank on your back. So I'm saying snorkel because you can come up for air. So that's why.
Okay.
Do you think scuba or snorkel gear, Chris?
I think it's scuba gear, but it adds an element of challenging when it's a snorkel gear.
Underwater hockey, aka octopush, is a rudimentary form of hockey played on the floor of a pool. Players attempt to guide the lead puck towards their offensive end in the rink using what looks like knock hockey sticks. Of course, each player is unable to possess the puck for very long, as they must constantly swim back to the surface to draw air in through their snorkels.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Unlike NHL hockey, octopush is a non-contact sport. I'm going to give Leah 2 points, and I'm going to give Chris 1 point just to start to mix things up a bit.
Okay.
Oh, boy. I'm not
going down.
I'm not going to get this video, am I?
All right. The next sport is Bosa ball or Bossa ball. It's Bosa ball. Bosa ball. Bossa ball. Bosa ball.
I thought you said Gosa ball.
That is a Gosa ball too.
I was like, what?
Ball.
All right, everybody.
Bosa ball. All right. What do you think Bosa ball is?
Bosa ball. I have no idea.
I will also, if you say a sport you think it might be similar, this one is compared to a different sport. So if you can guess which sport it is compared to, I will also give you points.
It almost seems like it's comparable to bocce ball, but I think that's just because it's called Bosa bocce. Like I feel like it could be compared to that.
I think
It's compared to like a big, like a known sport.
Oh, then never
like
mind.
lacrosse, maybe. Or yeah, I'm gonna say something like lacrosse.
Oh, baseball.
Softball. Softball.
It's actually, I'll give you one more hint before we move on. It is a sport that we have not mentioned yet. It's a summer. Well, I would say usually a summer sport, or it's like it's not a winter sport. It's not a cold sport. A lot of times it's outside.
I'm thinking of like Quidditch for some weird reason, but it's probably not because that's just like really like out there.
Quidditch honestly might be on this list.
Interesting.
Basketball is a winter sport, right? Or is that a summer sport?
Summers. Like tennis? No, wait, we said tennis. Dang. Oh my god, hold on, just give me a second.
You want 30 seconds? 2 seconds.
2 seconds?
Okay, Chris, what's your last guess? What's your you got?
It's like badminton.
Ooh, I was gonna say like capture the flag.
Bosa ball, originally from Belgium, is something like volleyball.
Oh, I was
Ooh,
close.
No, you. Kind of.
Except the ball can be kept in the air with any part of the body and can be hit up to 8 times by one team before it must go over the net. The sport is played between teams of 3 to 5 players on an inflatable with one giant trampoline on which stands an attacker. The attacker propels into the air and has the ability to deliver vicious shots. 1 point is awarded if the ball hits the ground anywhere besides the trampoline, in which case 3 points are given to the opposing team. So it's like hardcore volleyball.
That sounds so fun.
Wait, in volleyball, how many do you get? 3? 1, 2, 3?
I think it's 3. And this is from Belgium. Belgium, they know how to party. Like what?
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I would try it.
Yeah.
I can see the sport being like a big thing, like that you'd have like a big stadium around. Like it seems so cool that you'd have a lot of spectators.
Yeah. I'm imagining the Super Smash like Brawl Pokemon stadium.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that'd be so sick. I love that.
The next sport is Zorbing.
So like swimming or something?
Zorbing.
Or fencing?
Zorbing. Zorbing.
Zorb? I don't know.
It's not. This one is not compared to a sport.
Oh, it's not compared to a sport? Oh.
No. So just when you hear Zorbing, what do you think it is? What do you do?
Well, my guess is you don't have any equipment. That's just kind of like your hands.
Ooh, that's a good answer. Good answer. You know, like when you play trivia and people are like, "Good answer."
Family. Thank you.
It's a dog, Steve. I think you know those fushigi balls, like fushigi, and like it was like
fushigi.
And they're
did
like,
you have one?
I did have one. I could never make it work.
You had one of those?
I had one too.
I had a fushigi. Yeah. I think it's something like that, like kind of like competitive fushigi.
Interesting. I think I might have to give a point to Chris because he's closer. It's not a fushigi ball, but it does have to do with a ball. To zorb, the sport is zorbing. To zorb is to strap oneself into an oversized hamster exercise ball and roll down a hill.
Oh my god!
The zorb is actually constructed with 2 plastic inflatable balls, one inside the other, in order to cushion impact. Zorbs typically hold between 1 and 3 people. Some people put water inside the ball, so as they roll down the hill, they are splashed relentlessly.
I've been in one of those Zorb balls before.
Like a big hamster ball, like
that
those are great.
So fun.
I went to this thing for like this. I think it was a camp thing or a birthday thing, and they had a Zorb ball and they filled it up with water, and you'd go inside and you like went like bouncing down this hill. It was like a ski resort, and they had you bouncing down the ski trail in the summertime, getting like hitting every little bump, and you get splashed by water every single time you jump in the air.
Yeah. That sounds fun, but that also sounds like a panic attack and a half inside a little.
It's so fun.
Depends on how steep the hill is. I feel like it could be fun. The next sport is cheese rolling.
Oh, I know this. Sorry,
Cheese
I
roll.
did. I
Oh
want to be
my
polite.
god! Now you're gonna make me go first.
I wanted to let Leah buzz in, just be polite, but I know what
you
this
go
is.
first. You gotta go first.
It's this.
I genuinely, I'll give it to you because I don't know. I guess I'll give it to you.
I no offense, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's not
I
a
mean,
hard
it's
one.
like cheese rolling, obviously.
I will
It's,
tell you, it's not going to be the hardest one on the list.
It's this like folk thing. Everyone would get this thing of cheese, like what are they? Cheese rolling. What do they call them? Block of cheese, but
The
it's not a
block.
Cheese
block. It's
wheel?
like a circle, a cheese wheel.
Yeah.
And so they'd roll the cheese wheel down the hill, and it's like a pretty fairly rocky, hilly thing. And the cheese that gets to the bottom first wins.
Leah, do you have a guess?
Yeah, it gets to the bottom first and doesn't get like destroyed and like keeps it together. I think maybe.
Like Zorbing, cheese rolling involves racing down a hill. Unlike Zorbing, this time people race behind a wheel of Gloucester?
Ah,
How do you pronounce that? Gloucester cheese?
Gloucester.
I don't know.
I assume maybe it's a boss.
You heard my pronunciation in pseudo archaeology.
The cheese gets a 1 second head start and can reach speeds of 112 kilometers per hour. In 1997, the cheese veered off course and injured a spectator. So basically, you push a piece of cheese down, and then you have to run after it.
That sounds so fun. I would try that.
Yeah, I'd do that. I
would say I'm going to give Chris 1 point. I'm not going to give him too much of a lead. So we're just going to give Chris 1 point because the key element is that you also have to chase the cheese.
I know. I didn't realize that the chasing cheese.
I've heard of that before, but I forgot. Oh, well.
This one is, I don't know. When was this article written? Because you're going to have heard of this one. Oh, it was written in 2011. How timely. It's a decade old.
It's a decade old article. Yeah, a nice source.
This is the sources, man. We'll get into it in the sources. We know what this is because it has been this is now not a bizarre sport you've never heard of, but I want you to describe to me what makes it what it is.
Okay.
The next sport is parkour.
It's just like jumping from obstacles at like a far distance with the most amount of like technique kind of to your action or whatever. Yeah.
Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer. I think parkour's French. I want to say, and it's like
cool.
Yeah, and it's like it's kind of like jumping from building to building and like using the surrounding. It's like kind of like how to get from point A to point B the fastest using everything.
But it's not also just buildings though.
No, I'm saying how do you get from point A to point B the fastest? Like you can like jump
touching
the
the
railing.
ground.
Yeah, without.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
According to AmericanParkour.com, parkour is the physical discipline of training to overcome any obstacle within one's path by adapting one's movement to the environment. This makes it sound really official, but to me it looks, I'm just reading it. To me it's whatever, man. This makes it sound really official, but to me it looks like parkour is a bunch of running, jumping, and climbing and balancing that people aren't meant to be able to do. Basically, parkour looks like what you'll see in Spider-Man movies. That's what I wrote down.
What? There's this video of a girl. I think she is wearing like a red shirt and like blue pants, and she tries to jump from a wall or like a ledge or whatever, and she hits her face like really hard. Ooh. Have you seen that? It's like one of the like biggest like bigger videos out there. That's Jeremy's cousin, the guy that was on The Last of Us Part 2. That was his cousin.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Is her face okay?
Is she okay?
Yes, she's okay. She's okay.
Yeah. So parkour. This, I guess, 2011 was before the parkour fad. I guess that must have been in 2012 or something. The next sport is bog snorkeling.
Is that, well, obviously you're snorkeling and you're in the water, but is it kind of like where you have to pick up a certain amount of items and whoever can pick up the most wins? Question mark?
Is it like just snorkeling in a bog?
What is a bog? I don't even know what a bog is.
A bog is a wetland that accumulates peat, a deposit of dead plant material, often mosses, and in the majority of cases, sphagnum moss. It is one of the 4 main types of wetland. Other names for bog include mire, mosses, quagmire, and muskeg. Alkaline mires are called fens. It's like mud.
Thank you, Gavin.
That's just a
Thank you.
definition. That wasn't what the sport is.
Oh.
So a bog is kind of like this weird, muddy, mossy area. So now knowing that, what do you think that bog snorkeling is?
Oh no. Oh, it's like everything I'd hate.
Yeah.
No, I don't even want to say it. I'm kind of grossed out enough.
I kind of want to hear you say it.
It's like snorkeling and just the illy, gooky stuff.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Bog snorkeling involves swimming through a 55-meter peat bog with a snorkel and flippers in the fastest time possible. Swimmers aren't allowed to use conventional swimming techniques, but must propel themselves along using their flippers alone. The bog snorkeling championships are held in Wales.
What? But why would you?
You're so taken aback. Gather your thoughts.
Why would you want to like swim
that?
in that?
Yeah, why would you want to do
that? Like think of like the gross stuff in it, and then think about like your shower afterwards, and just like your hair and like your nails and other parts. It's just that's a hard pass for me.
God forbid you have a cut and you swim in that stuff.
Okay.
Right, well, we're about halfway through. And let's check in with the scoreboard. Gavin, what's the scoreboard looking like? Thanks, Gavin. Currently, Chris is leading with 11 points. Leah is not far behind with 10 points.
Ooh.
It's still anybody's game, so don't go.
It's still anybody's game. The next sport is chess boxing.
Oh, I know this. I'm gonna let Leah.
It is what it is. It says what it is. You're like the person is like the player, and then you want to try and knock is it the queen or the king down by boxing when you get like close to them? Is that it?
No, you try to get the king out in chess. The queen is the one who can move all around.
Oh, I don't play chess. I don't know, but
fine.
yes, that's what
this isn't the queen. This isn't the queen's gambit, Leah. I'm not asking you to be a chess prodigy here. No, I'm just asking you what chess boxing is.
Ooh.
I'm not challenging you to a game. Chris, what is chess boxing?
It's like boxing, but like in between rounds, you have to play chess.
Oh yeah. Chris is right. He gets it. Yeah. Okay, he leads by 13.
As its name suggests, chess boxing is a hybrid of chess and boxing. Matches alternate between two activities and can last up to 11 rounds, with wins determined by knockout or checkmate. In the event of a tie during chess, the match is determined by the number of points earned during boxing. If the fight ends in a tie, the winner is combatant using the black pieces in chess. The motto of the World Chess Boxing Organization is, "Fighting is done in the ring and wars are waged on the board." I'm going to give Chris 2 points and I'm going to give you 1 point. It's okay. You're only behind by 2 points.
It's okay.
The next sport is outhouse racing.
Oh my god.
And if you can tell me what state this takes place in, I will give you an extra point.
Sounds like a Florida thing.
Say somewhere south.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do like Wyoming or Wisconsin or
like deep
That's
south.
not in the south. That's the opposite of the south.
Oh yeah, like a southern state like Wyoming.
But honestly, to be quite honest, just to spice it up, Leah is closer to where it is.
Oh shoot. Okay.
All right. What do you guys think outhouse racing is?
Yeah, go for it, Leah.
Well, isn't outhouse when you go to use the bathroom or something?
Yeah.
So is it you take a poop as fast as you can or something, and then you gotta run a relay race?
Like what Oishi does, like what Oishi does every day?
Don't expose my dog. Oh my gosh.
Chris, do you have a guess of what outhouse racing is?
Yeah, I mean, the two things. Remember that game that you'd play on the computer where it was like you'd have to upgrade your porta potty and like you would like slide down this ramp and like go off, and it was like,
Was it like a flash game or something?
Yeah, it was like a flash game. You remember that?
I have vague memories of that.
All right.
What?
Well, anyways, not what I was thinking of, but I'm thinking of kind of like you put someone in an outhouse and then just like roll them down the hill.
Oh no!
Boom.
Oh no!
All right. I'm going to give Chris 1 point and Leah 0 points, unless I will give you one final shot.
She got the state right. Give her that.
She didn't get the state right.
No,
I
you
said it
said
was near.
near. So I should at least get
not
a
in the
point.
south. No, so I was about to say I'm going to give you one more. How about I'm going to give Leah? I'm going to give you a point because of the state. But if either of you right now can tell me which state it is, I will give you one more chance. I will also give another point.
I'm so bad at like geography. This is not fair. I'm gonna say like Nevada or something, but I don't even know where Nevada is.
All right, it's not over there. Let's take a guess. Is your guess Nevada?
No, Chris, you guess first.
North Dakota.
South
Good
Dakota.
answer. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Okay.
I really hope it's not North Dakota. I feel bad if it
This
is.
annual event takes place in Michigan as 3 teammates, 2 pushers, and a rider attempt to guide their mini restroom across the finish line. The outhouse is set up on skis and must have a toilet paper dispenser and a toilet seat. The competitors are very creative in decorating and naming their bathroom sleds.
Must it have the bodily fluids in there and as well?
That was so poetic. Must it have the bodily fluids in there as well? No.
Must it have?
Must it have the bodily goods?
Okay, Shakespeare.
Oh, Ophelius, must thou have thy bodily fluid?
Oh, shout that, not smell that rigid smell. Okay.
Have you heard of the ship of the outhouse? Oh no, have you heard of the outhouse of Theseus?
Ew.
The next sport is, it's a little WandaVision reference. The next sport is mud pit belly flop.
You belly flop into a mud
Why
pit.
don't you take a guess as to what a mud pit belly flop is?
Oh my god.
Huh.
I don't know.
All right. Well, why don't you tell us, because you're only 2 points behind, Leah. So
It's you belly flop into a mud pit. And whoever
Good
has like the biggest splash is like the winner.
good answer, Chris.
I think it's like, you have these special shoes on, and then you sort of get up on stage, and you'd sort of tap your feet to the rhythm of the music.
Don't butcher it just so that you don't get points. I'm gonna give an extra point for guessing what state this.
I knew you were gonna do that.
All right, so it's got to be somewhere muddy. There's a lot of mud in the south. Is it a South Carolina thing?
That's really, really close.
Is it really?
That might be bordering it. I don't know geography that well.
Holy guacamole. I'm screwed because I'm really bad at geography.
I gotta look at my map right now. Let's see.
Can I look at a map that doesn't have like the
Wow,
name?
wait, that was really close. No, don't look at a map.
God.
That was really close.
Chris, what did you say? South Dakota?
I said South Carolina. Did you say South Dakota? No, you said South Dakota last time.
This is so bad.
What do you think?
Go pull up a map of the United States. Go pull up a map of the United States.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. At this point, pull up a map. It's in that. He got the region correct. It's near South Carolina.
I go to South Dakota.
Yeah, the other side. Oh my god.
Do not go with South Dakota.
Georgia.
Are you looking at a map of the United States?
The mud pit belly flop is actually one of a series of interesting activities known as the Summer Redneck Games. The games are held in East Dublin, Georgia, and other events include hubcap discus throw and bobbing for pig's feet.
Holy crap.
Leah gets 3 points and Chris gets 2 points.
Holy crap.
I have like a 1 in 4 chance of guessing the right one.
my
I think
god.
you had a 1 in 3 chance. There were 3
1
states.
in 3.
You could have said North Carolina, Tennessee, or Georgia.
Yeah. Okay.
God.
Jesus.
Also, I didn't know. I'm sorry. I said, Leah, are you looking at a map of the United States? Because I thought South Carolina was a lot more north than Georgia. I feel bad.
I literally just don't know, and I'm so sorry. How dumb.
I feel so bad now.
All right, we've only got a few left. So we're gonna zoom through them.
Zoom,
All
zoom,
right.
zoom.
The next sport is because there's like maybe 2 of these that are a little bit self-explanatory.
Yeah.
The next sport is pillow fighting.
Oh, we love this.
What do you guys think
yeah.
pillow fighting is?
Well, I think people set up forts and then they start like throwing like pillows at each other, and they have like, say charge up, and then they like attack each other with pillows, and it's like this big cinematic battle in some field somewhere. And you have to sort of take the pillow fort.
Good answer. Leah, what's your answer? Now keep in mind, Chris just described a team versus team pillow fighting match in a field, including pillow forts.
Uh-huh.
I'd be so down for that though.
That sounds hype AF.
It sounds really fun.
Leah, what do you think pillow fighting is?
I want to say, oh my God.
How many people do you think pillow fighting is? You think it's a team? You think it's 1v1? What do you think?
Yeah, I'd say it's a team. And I'd say...
Let me rephrase that. You think it's a team? You think it's 1v1? I guess I didn't rephrase it.
Like two teams versus each other, unlike a 1v1. Like
In a 1v1? Or everyone goes at each other at once?
Oh, you're saying no, everyone, there's like wait, what?
Do you think everyone goes at each other? Do you think it's like all these people?
No, I think it's like 2 teams, like red versus blue.
Yeah, but then do you think it's just 1v1, like one red person, one blue person, or do you think it's like all the red people?
Like all the red people versus all the blue people? Yeah.
All right, so let me ask you that question again.
Okay.
Do you think it's 1v1, or do you think it's a whole team against another team?
A whole team versus another team.
Leah, I'm trying
Chris,
to give you more points.
Gavin,
Do you think it's a whole team, or do you think it's 1v1?
1v1. I don't know.
Do you think it's a whole team or
1v1?
Oh my God, I'm so tired. Leave me alone.
According to the website, this all-female sport. Sorry guys, this is an all-female sport.
I was really gonna say that, but I was like, I don't want to like.
I'm sorry, I cut you off. I didn't let you finish your description.
Yeah, I did want to say that.
So according to the website, this all-female sport features women who are proud of our strength and not afraid to let loose. We fight with pillows because it lets us be creative and do something different and go a little crazy. Of course, the Pillow Fight League also holds matches at erotic festivals. So, so I'm going to give Chris 1 point, and I'm going to give Leah 2 points.
Oh, so that means
now
ahead, right?
You are tied up. No, now you're back.
And how are you going to edit that whole shenanigan?
That whole thing is staying in. For sure.
Okay, to be fair, I had the longest work day, and just like, please cut me some.
You don't need to defend yourself. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh
I might get some. The next sport is dog surfing.
I love it. I love it. I know what it is.
Do we even need to? Should I even have you describe what these ones that are very self-explanatory are, or should we just go through them?
Just go through them at this point.
All right. So dog surfing. All right. So it ended in a tie. You both tied up. If there's another good one,
you both get the video.
You both get the video. I'll send it to both of you.
Yes.
Owners surf while dogs get a free, albeit unique, ride. Dog surfing is often more of a leisure/bonding activity between dog and owner, but competitions are not uncommon in Florida. The sport originated in San Diego, and cute scenes like this have been known to be the result. Oh, and there's a video.
This doesn't surprise me that this came from California.
Yeah.
No.
Because I'm just imagining these two like stoners on the beach going like, man, what if we put like our dogs on a surfboard?
It would be so cute though. It would be so cute. I was honestly thinking at one point, because my family went to Key West, and I was like, oh, she's gonna be at the beach for the first time. I need to get him a bathing suit. I was dead. I was gonna get Oishi a bathing suit. 100%.
I don't know.
Honestly, hysterical.
I know. But then my mom and dad were like, no, you're not spending your money on that.
All right. And the next sport is unicycle polo. The sport debuted in Portland, Oregon by a group called the Unicycle Bastards. The rulebook asks players to engage in, quote, frequent and colorful swearing, end quote. The consumption of,
maybe you should,
quote, one alcoholic beverage prior to every match and urination in approved restroom facilities. Unicycling looks tough enough on its own, but add clubs and balls, and a complete loss of balance seems likely to ensue. So it's people unicycling and playing polo. You know how people usually play polo on horses? They do it on unicycles.
Interesting.
So that's weird. Very Portland, Oregon. Not surprised it's in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, that sounds like an Oregon thing to do.
Giant pumpkin kayaking.
Ooh,
It's also from Oregon, and you kayak around in 600 to 800-pound pumpkins that are hollowed out and raced around a lake. They do capsize, but don't worry, there are rescue boats.
are they also pumpkins?
Probably not, but they should be.
Are they wearing orange life jackets?
Probably. The next one is Quidditch. The game,
Yay!
adapted from the mythical broom
Oh my
flying
God.
sport of Harry Potter, began as an intramural sport at Middlebury College. It quickly spread throughout the nation's universities, and now more than 400 colleges have the sport. Players mimic the fictional flying version of the game by holding broomsticks between their legs and attempt to hurl balls through round hoops at opposite ends of the fields, much the same as in the book. We have
Oh,
that
it's
at our school.
Is there a
Do
Quidditch?
you have
club here?
Quidditch here?
Is there a Quidditch club here?
Yeah. You guys didn't know
What?
that? Yeah.
No. I know
You
they
would've
have it at
joined?
Emerson because I saw them like play it with my
Yeah,
brother
they've
at
got
Emerson.
Quidditch here.
Oh,
Interesting. I honestly did not know.
Does that make you reconsider your life choices that you didn't search out a Quidditch team?
it makes me.
No.
It
'Cause I
makes
saw
me
them
wish.
playing it and I was like, I'm good.
That's not for
No.
me.
Yeah, it makes me wish that I had done college differently.
The second to last one is Kabaddi. Kabaddi originated in South Asia and is a combination of wrestling and tag and holding one's breath. 2 teams of 7 players stand on opposite ends of a field and take turns sending a raider into the opponent's territory. The defenders must link arms and cannot break the chain. The raider attempts to tag the defenders while they try to stop him from returning to his side before taking a breath. The raider must chant the word Kabaddi the whole time. The sport combines elements of rugby and wrestling as opponents struggle to keep one another from being tagged and returning to the opposite side.
Hmm.
It sounds confusing because it is.
Yeah.
It sounds like
Okay.
sharks and minnows, but like
hmm
on land and hardcore.
I'm in.
It's a lot of stamina in your breath.
Yeah.
Mm.
Couldn't be me. And finally, the last one on this list is called Cycleball. Cycleball is another combo sport featuring elements of 4 different sports. How about this is worth 1 million points?
Oh my
Guess
God.
if you can guess one of these 4 sports that Cycleball is a combo of, then you will get
Dodgeball. Dodgeball.
Eh,
Oh, that's good.
What?
it's that one.
Frisbee?
Polo.
Tag.
Eh,
Capture the flag.
Eh.
Football.
eh,
Tennis.
eh.
Soccer.
Bing, bing, bing. That's one of them.
Jousting.
Fencing.
No. Cycle ball.
A
Cycle.
bike riding.
Ding, ding, ding. That's another one.
Cycling.
2 more.
Cycling.
going. These are common sports. These last 2, by the way, incredibly
Cycleball.
common.
Did we say baseball?
Eh,
Swimming?
Eh.
No. Gymnastics?
Eh.
Lacrosse?
Oh my God.
I
Oh
don't
my
even
God.
know. It's just saying like running.
eh.
What?
Oh my God. Oh my
Oh, wait, no.
God. Cycle ball. What's the ball in cycle ball?
What are sports that have ball in the name?
Football.
Baseball,
Eh.
football,
Eh.
softball.
Eh.
I've said all those.
Tennis ball.
Do you want to know the
Did you
last
say
2?
football? You said football.
Do you want to
Yeah.
know what the last 2 are?
Yeah.
Basketball and hockey.
What?
Ah, wow.
Cycleball is another combo sport featuring elements of bicycling, soccer, hockey, and basketball. Players bicycle around a small court and try to smack a ball into goals using the wheels of the bike. Players must keep their feet off the floor or else the other team is awarded a penalty kick. There are 2 players on each team. One usually hangs in the back as kind of a sweeper.
Oh, I love the sweeper position.
I
That's
love
fun.
that. That
Yeah.
sounds so fun.
I want to try that.
That's it. That's this list of sports that we just looked at. That's all of them that I have. Is 18 strangest sports in the world from
Mm.
Business Insider. Thank you, Kevin Baumer, for the list from a decade ago.
Hey Chris,
you
do you know a weird sport?
I did. I was going to talk about it.
Mine is horse diving.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw videos of it.
Dangerous and like a horrible idea.
Yes, it's literally everything that you shouldn't do on a horse is done on a horse.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
I have a whole other list of 30 strange sports. So if you enjoyed this other list has some similar, but also a lot more different ones. So if you enjoyed this episode, let us know and we can easily do a part 2.
I know
Chris.
a sport. This isn't what I was gonna say, but I know that there's a sport where it's like these guys have like telephone poles, basically like big logs, and they just like throw them in the air. And
Lumberjack World Championship.
No, it's like
people climbing it.
People like throw like giant logs in the air.
Oh wait, I know what you're talking about. They like they try and throw it like far.
Yeah.
That's
not what I was thinking of, but
that's one of them.
Is the other one that you're thinking of have to deal with like logs and wood as well? Okay, because there's this one sport where like you have to kind of climb up a log using like an axe, so you have to like.
Yeah, and you have to. Is it the one where you hit the axe on the side and you stand on it?
Yeah,
that's insane. Yeah. So point is, there's so many
I got it.
sports.
I got it.
Yeah.
Competitive tag. Have you ever seen that?
That's insane. It's so cool.
Movie tag.
I saw the movie tag. It's hilarious.
But there's competitive tag where it's like they have like a bunch of obstacles everywhere, and like it's kind of like parkour and tag and the same thing. Yeah.
All right. So to wrap up this video, we just talked about like 18 different sports. So out of all those sports, what was your favorite?
I really like the Zorbs. Zorball. Zorbing. Yeah.
Zorbing. That was
Zorbing.
What was your favorite, Leah?
I like the cheese roll.
Oh, I love the cheese rolling.
Yeah. It does seem cool. I would have to say the Bosa ball, the one where it's like the big trampoline and it's like insane volleyball.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure I would do
too. I would try it.
Horrible at any of these, but they'd be fun.
I like my version of the pillow ball. Not pillow ball, pillow fighting.
I do too.
Where it's like a bunch of
Lord of
forts
the Rings
like
war, but it's pillow fighting.
Yeah.
I wanted to say it was with like all females and stuff, but I was like, is that gonna seem like sexist? No, but I had a feeling. I had a good feeling.
You're good. Well, that's the strangest sports. It's that most bizarre sports that you probably haven't heard of, and we've heard of a few of these. This list is a decade old. Yeah, but
for this strange world, I'm Leah.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Gavin. Have a good one.
Thanks for listening.
It's strange. Bye.
Oh, we're doing the bye. Bye.
This podcast was produced by Gavin Berger, Leah Ettinger, and Chris Ash. Our theme song is by DJ Kai Song, and our logo is designed by Michael Zilvetti.
Be sure to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and check out more episodes of This Strange World available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at This Strange World Podcast and on Twitter at This Strange Pod. If you have any other ideas for future episodes, let us know. You can DM us on our social medias or email hello@thisstrangeworldpodcast.com.
And if you're listening at this point in the podcast, you've come to the sources. Because we didn't create these sports. We'd love to play these sports, but we didn't come up with these sports. So Gavin, where'd you find these sports from?
Thanks, Chris. Usually, when one of you does the sources, you just insult me. And by you, I mean Leah. Usually just, Gavin, if Leah was doing this outro, she would have just gone, we didn't come up with these sports because Gavin's too stupid to come up with these sports.
I wouldn't say that, but I'd be like, Gavin wouldn't know this, so therefore you had to look it up. So, Gavin,
I never tear you guys apart when we do this. I got
Gavin's
from
an idiot.
BusinessInsider.com, the 18 strangest sports in the world. Sports is in quotes. Very interesting list from a decade ago. And if this does well, maybe we'll do a part 2 because I have another list that I didn't even get to. So.
Oh, so who won? Who won in the end? Was it me or Chris?
Was it Leah? I think it was a tie.
Wait, really? Leah had the
soccer.
Yeah.
No, it was a tie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Next time, Chris. Next time.
I got you. Yeah, I'll get you next time.
Okay.
We'll have to do another competition. We'll do maybe we'll do a shorter episode and we'll do a rematch.
Sounds good.
with the
Bonus
30 that you
episode.
found.
With a bonus episode. We'll have to rematch this. Anyway, it's the epilogue. Have a good one. You know what we always say. Bye.
Mm.